If you clicked on this video, 9 times out of 10, you are feeling very overwhelmed, fed up, and just like on the brink of feeling like maybe you just can't do it anymore. You can't do something anymore. You're feeling very overwhelmed. You're feeling like the monotony of struggle and hardship is it's just too much. And I feel like you clicked on this video because you're looking for something that's going to give you some kind of an inspiration or a little bit of a fire to change your life, right? To You clicked here to figure out if there's something available that will help you see your life differently or possibly shift your life and your reality in a way that feels much better. And if you stick around and you listen to the rest of this message, I feel as though you may find something in here that will benefit you. Okay? So if you're feeling fed up with life, continue to watch this message. Let's get into it. Okay, so one of the number one ways to be able to determine that it's time to transform, it's time to shift, it's time to do something different is when you start to feel overwhelmed with everyday life. Something is not quite right. Something is not quite matching up or in alignment. This means that there is a misalignment, okay? There are a few things that tend to show up or things that you start to experience in your life when it's time to shift. It's time to change. And the thing is that your vibration is different than the reality in which that you're still living. So a few of the ways to know that you are like you're in this place of like what I'm experiencing is not matching what I feel inside. You hate your job, right? You hate your job. You feel like it's, it may be dead end, or you're just tired of maybe climbing the ladder wherever you are. Maybe you've been an entrepreneur for years and you're tired of, constantly having to do entrepreneurial type things. Maybe the relationship that you're in is just so difficult to exist in. Maybe your money doesn't feel the way that you want it to feel. You feel like you're lacking money. You feel like your time is worth more. You feel like you have more value to offer. And maybe you don't even quite associate it with money. But your money could definitely be affected. You could feel as though, there's more going out than there is coming in. Or you're not being paid what you feel like you're worth. You're not receiving the type of monetary support in which it is that you feel like you're worth. You can also feel as though you could be having a hard time sleeping. That's something that has been, showing up a lot in the different messages that I have been receiving, and just in my own quiet time. There's a lot of people having a lot of time. There's a lot of people having a hard time sleeping and like sleeping through the night and feeling like they're rested when they wake up in the morning. There could also be, different environments and places that used to feel like home, that used to feel very comfortable and nurturing or exciting and, vibrant. They don't feel like that anymore. So there are things that are happening or that you are recognizing and realizing in your life today that it's like, this doesn't work anymore. It doesn't fit. It doesn't feel good to show up to this place. It doesn't feel good to be with this person. It doesn't feel good to, play this role or, maintain this character or do the code switching thing that people talk about. It doesn't feel good to not have the money that I feel like I deserve and that I need and that I want in my life. It doesn't feel good to show up at this place or this event knowing damn well like I don't really vibe with any of these people here, and what their value and what their take on a situation is it's absolutely not in alignment with what I find to be true for myself. So I say all this to say is that what's happening is you are not a vibrational match with the reality in which you live. What you live is an old manifestation. It's where you wanted to be at some point in time. And sometimes what happens is that we manifest something and we almost kind of get stuck. We almost get stuck there because something about it is comfortable. Even if we're complaining, even if we're in misery, even if, the situation is not really to our liking anymore, there's something about it that is comfortable and we won't release it. It could be for several things. It could be because of fear. We're afraid that, this is the best that I've ever had. Like, I gotta hold on to this. Even though I can't fucking stand it now, I gotta hold on to this because this is the best thing I have had since sliced bread, right? So this the fear of losing something or being in a lack, mindset. What else can be happening is that the divine is asking you to transform. The divine is asking you to transmute this energy that you are feeling in this reality to a timeline jump to a different reality, to do some quantum leaping, but you got to do some quantum healing first. So you have to recognize that when you keep coming up against, and this is for this situation specifically, right? Because there's a lot of moving pieces to, life, and it's simple, but then at the same time, it can be very complex. But specifically to this message, when you are disliking, right, what you're doing, where you are, who you are, when you're in these areas or in these places, what you have to do when you show up at these places, if there's no passion behind what you're doing, you're out of alignment. That's period, the end. You are vibrationally not in alignment with your current creation. And there is something that has to shift and change within you so that you can now project out a life that feels good and feels better. Doesn't mean it's going to always feel amazing, but when you are in alignment with your passion and you come up against hardships and challenges and difficulties, the passion drives you. The passion makes you stay, puts you still, makes you sit down. The passion is a part of the intuition. It's a part of the discernment. So if you find yourself, we'll go back to the job. If you find yourself hating your job, there's something that needs to shift and change. If you're not making the kind of money that you know that you should be making so that you can support the type of lifestyle that you want to live or you desire to live, you've got to do some internal transformation within you, right? In order to allow yourself to match with that timeline. It's also your higher self letting you know that, hey, we can go there. Like, where you want to go, we can go there. Matter of fact, there's that earth for you, right? That you're on earth 237, earth 385 is actually where you want to be. So it's available, it's ready. We can get there at any point in time. It's just whenever you're ready, right? So it's like you are not in alignment with what you've created. You're expanding. Your higher self is trying to guide you. The divine is trying to guide you into your expansion, into the next best thing, into the next phase. But we so often get so obsessed with what we have that we cannot see or feel or have a true knowing that we can access better. And what is showing up in front of us here right now is letting us know that, hey, this feels like this because this is not where you're supposed to be anymore. Like, there's something that you need to do and shift and change so that you can, be in alignment and have a reality that feels amazing to you. So the message here is, do some self-reflection. If this resonated with you, if you're feeling like things are super hard and you hate your job, the relationship you're in is just not it anymore. And the thing is you have to know what's true for you. You have to use your discernment. I am a true believer, and I want to be a guide for souls to move towards their divine awakening and the truth of themselves. And the only way you can do that is if you practice to strengthen your own discernment and intuition. So I'm just here as a guide. The work is left up to you, you know? So if this resonates with you, that means that there's something internal. There's something that needs to be maybe let go of. There's a trusting that needs to happen within yourself. Something needs to happen internally so that you can see what you want to see outside of yourself. So that you can understand that when certain hardships come up, oh, I need to make this move. Oh, I need to make this change. Oh, I need to transmute this, right? That is what being a divine being is all about. Okay, so I just wanted to share this message. I had been feeling this energy. It's been coming up in the different readings and stuff that I've been doing. And I just feel like this is a message that is needing to be put out in support and as inspiration and empowerment, that what you desire to experience is readily available all the time. Like literally, you're on one earth, and the earth and the reality in which you want to exist and be and experience is literally right there. It's just a matter of you being okay with the expansion, you know, and understanding when to be uncomfortable and when uncomfortable is not. When to be uncomfortable and when uncomfortable is your indicator to make a move, you know, and that all comes with practice. That all comes with understanding who you are, which, you know, that is a journey within itself, but strengthening your intuition and having trust within yourself. Okay. You can't mess this thing up called life, okay? You cannot mess this up. So trust yourself. If you need support or if you need a tarot reading, all that information will be down in the description box below. And that is what I'm going to leave you with. I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. And until next time, peace.